Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Andres. I'm a music artist. I'm in my studio right now. So I'm a new creator. I've been making music for a long time, but I'm pretty new at the whole content creation and literally I just started making content last month, but I was just focusing on reels and short form for promoting my songs. But I always had in mind that I wanted to really build a YouTube channel and really create a community of people that are on a similar path that I am on, to not only hold myself accountable on a day to day basis, but also maybe it can provide some sort of guide for someone that might be at an earlier stage or even if you're ahead of me. But I love this type of content, and I hope that it can serve you in some sort of way. Um, I plan on dropping a vlog style type video like this, not really edited too much, not overthinking too much, but just really giving a rundown of what my day consisted of, and just kind of giving you guys a quick update on what I'm working on, what I got done during the day, things like that. So right now I am in DaVinci. For those of you that know a little bit about video editing, but I'm in DaVinci right now editing videos for my content, for my song that just came out. So you can kind of see. Let me mute this. Hold on. But let me see. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see that. But yeah, just editing different cuts right now. I still haven't really did the full clip yet. But I'm in the process of that. I kind of spent most of pretty much all day today preparing reels. I literally uploaded 4 today, different parts of the song. I think I uploaded the chorus twice, but different outfits, different fits, and I did the first verse, and I did the second verse to just kind of give different parts of the song, and hopefully someone gravitates to at least some part of the song. I really like the song. Obviously, I mean, I'm biased, I'm the one creating the song, but I do think as a music artist, it's super important for you to really obviously be passionate about what you're making, but you also really need to be confident and really believe in the vision and believe in yourself. I think belief is such a big part of just artistry and just honestly being a human. I think a lot of people walk around through life not being confident and allowing other people's opinions of where they may be in their current moment dictate whether they even try. And that is such a crappy way of existing. I don't think you should ever limit yourself. And sometimes you have to check yourself, because sometimes we limit ourselves in a lot of ways, and sometimes those messages from other people kind of sneak their way into our subconscious on some level, and at some point we'll go back to that way of thinking, but you have to catch yourself and be like, wait, why am I thinking like that? Why am I thinking so small? Why am I thinking that I'm not capable of doing this sort of thing? I really think anything in this life, if it's been done before, then why can't you figure it out? It's I think it's a time game, it's an effort game for sure. I think a lot of the vast majority of people nowadays just kind of give very low effort regardless of what industry or job or career you're chasing. I think a lot of people are just really okay with being complacent and not giving max effort. And that's in a way understandable because of just how society is constructed now. There's literally a billion distractions, from Netflix to social media to your friend hitting you up to your family member needing help with certain things. And obviously, life just in general, kind of things happen. But that's why I think it's so important if you're chasing a dream to really kind of really laser focus and tunnel vision your purpose. Because if you obsess over the results, which I think it's natural as a human to want results, because why would you give so much effort to something if you knew you would get 10 views, for example, on a video? Um, but at the same time, you can't really go into anything expecting like, oh, this song or this video is gonna blow up, or my second video is gonna blow up, or my 10th or 50th, whatever. I think it's all when in terms of that, it's a lot of timing. God kind of has, I think, the last hand in everything. So I think when the timing is right, it'll happen for you. But all you really have control over is your input, and that's what I've really been trying to let go of everything external. Obviously, I have certain goals in my head of maybe certain numbers and certain things I want to hit in my career. And I think that's okay as long as you don't have a timeline to it, I think. I think that's the most important thing. Because I think once you set certain dates in your head for like, oh, I want to hit 1 million listeners or 1 million streams by 3 months from now, then that's where you kind of set yourself up for a really big upset if you're not able to fulfill that. And I'm not saying to limit yourself. Like, it's okay to have that 1 million stream or whatever your goal may be. Maybe it's 10,000, 100,000, 500,000, whatever. I think it's okay to have that dream, but just don't have any expectations of how long it'll take to even get there. Like, you may get super blessed and it might happen for you within the first song or two, but it might not. I just released my second song. It's the first day, so obviously there's still time to see what the song can do and if I can have a piece of content take off. But I'm not expecting, although I think every song I'm making is a hit. Like, that's just, let's just say how it is, because I think as an artist, you have to have that self-belief in yourself, and you have to have that level of quality control within your own music to demand like a certain level of quality, I guess. So I think that's a given. I think if you're thinking your songs are trash, you're already losing to begin with. And that's going to show off, that's going to come through in every single facet of your song, in so many different ways. Something I really learned whenever I started going into singing and using my voice and vocalizing was how connected your voice is to your mood, your awareness in your body. Like, it's so connected to your muscles, to your breath, to all these sorts of things, that it really opened my eyes to how deep the connection can be. And the gym is also another very good tool for that, because if you take the gym seriously and you start trying to focus on the muscle groups that you're training, if you're training chest, you really try to focus on feeling your chest muscles fire up and contract and stretch and all these sorts of things. I think it's a really healthy and honestly one of the best ways to start feeling and start being present and start really being intentional and really feeling like everything, and like I said, the voice is such a big part of it, because although every instrument has its thing, like I play piano, not crazy, but I play it at a decent level. I haven't really studied it professionally or anything like that. I've taken a few lessons here and there, but it's mostly self-taught. But my first instrument was the saxophone, and I was extremely obsessed with the saxophone when I got into music. And with an instrument like that, I think it's kind of easy to hide behind the instrument, if that makes any sort of sense. Because the instrument carries a lot of the sound already. So obviously you can work on your tone, on the rhythm, on certain things like that. But to a certain extent, I think it's pretty easy to hide behind, especially if you're playing with people. But now when it comes to voice, especially if you're trying to be like a solo vocalist and have your voice be really prominent within your song, that's where like confidence is literally everything. And it's still a work in progress for me. I'm not going to pretend that I'm the most confident person in the world. I think I kind of go through ebbs and flows of that. And I'm trying to be more consistent in like my not only my performances but just my technique and just how I'm able to sing on a day-to-day basis. But it's confidence is so important in everything you do. And not only that, but just the level of intensity and the effort that you're willing to give to absolutely everything you do in your life. I think it's literally applies to everything. I think the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Whenever I go to the gym and I train, I literally give it my max effort, and I try to do the absolute same to my day-to-day in the studio, whether that's me now learning how to shoot content, or whether that's me working on a new song or editing vocals or anything. It's very important to be obsessed with the details. And I think that's where I've always been a very detail-oriented person, but I think my level of obsession hasn't been on the whole time. And I think that's a big reason why it took me so long to even get started, if that makes sense. And a lot of that ties back into what I was saying earlier, maybe expecting certain results and thinking, oh, I'm good or whatever, and I deserve this, and I need this, and why don't I have this? And then you compare yourself to other people, and you're like, well, I'm better than them, they're worse than me, and yet they have quote unquote more success than I do. And that's just a super unhealthy mindset to even have. So I think the more you just focus on your work ethic, on your effort level, and on the inputs you're literally doing on a day-to-day basis, and you let go of the output, I think that's the key to everything. And that was the key for me to unlock and just literally go to a different level of obsession. Like, I'm literally working 12-hour days with no breaks. Like, I'm not taking a day off. I do Uber on the weekends for now. And that way I make enough money that I need for my expenses. And then I can dedicate the rest of my week, the other 5 days, to literally try to lock in as much time in the studio and get things moving, because at the end of the day, this is what I want to create. This is the world, the brand that I want to create. I want to create not only professional and good sounding music, but I want to create a crazy impact on not just the immediate people around me, but also on a bunch of people that need to hear an uplifting message in music. And I feel like that's kind of missing nowadays. So if you clicked on this video and you stuck with me this whole video, you have no idea how much that means to me. This is the first of many. I plan on releasing a YouTube video every single day, whether that's a more unedited video like this, or whether it's a more edited video of maybe I'm really thinking of creating like behind the scenes of maybe like my lyrics for a certain song that I release, or behind the scenes of the production itself, because I'm literally self-producing. I am writing, I'm doing everything from scratch. I'm engineering it. As you see, here's my studio. I got my mic here in the corner, and so I'm literally doing everything from scratch. I'm pretty much not using any samples. I'm playing everything via my keyboard, MIDI, programming everything. So if that's something you're interested in, and if you just want to be part of my journey and see where I am 5 years from now, then hit subscribe, drop a like. I appreciate you listening. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.